Well, the name of the song is The Wildwood Flower. Now, The Wildwood Flower is an old country classic. It's gained a whole lot of new popularity. The song isn't any more popular, but the flower is doing real good. Well, the wildwood flower grew wild on the farm, and we never knew what it was called. Some said it was a flowers, some said it was a weed. I didn't give it much thought. Well, one day I was out there taking my brother, and I reached down for a weed to chew on. Things got fuzzy, things got blurry, and everything was gone. Well, I didn't know what happened, but I knew it beat the hell out of sniffing burlap. Well, I come to, and my brother was there, and he says, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I said, "I don't know. I was chewing on a weed." And he said, "Well, let me give it a try." Well, I spent the rest of that day and most of that night trying to find my brother Bill. Caught him with about 6 o'clock the next morning, naked, singing on the windmill. He said he flew up there, and I had to fly up there just to get him down. He was about half crazy, you know. Well, the very next day, we pulled a bunch of the weeds and we put them in the sun to dry. Then we mashed them up and we cleaned them off and we put them in the corncob pipe. Well, smoking out wildwood flowers sure got to be kind of a habit. Never knew seen no harm. It's kind of handy just poking on a trip and never leaving that farm. Big old puff of that wildwood weed, and the next thing you know, you're wandering behind the little animals. And the good things all got to come to an end. And the same thing with the wildwood weed. Well, one day this fella from Washington come by and he smiled one and he turned white as a sheet. Well, they dug and they burned and they burned and they dug. And they killed all our cute little weeds and they drove away. And we just smiled and waved, sitting on that sack of seeds. Y'all come back and now again, you hear?